Mike and Dave rolling, boots on the ground. Big Rooster Media making their rounds. Tackling water wars, rights in a bind. Speaking the truth, leaving no one behind. Whoa, raise your glasses high tonight. Talking water, talking rights. Keeping it tight. Food reviews and facts.
What's up, Klamath Falls? This is Mike.
What's up, Klamath Falls? This is Dave. No need to adjust anything. We are on the opposite sides of the table for the regular viewers.
Parallel universe now.
Yeah. Woo. Anyway,
So
you're out here. That's
I'm out here.
That's
I
step one.
made it to the studio, which, I'm sitting on this side, so you can't see what's under the table. How's that? No, I just want to say thank you to those that reached out, those that missed. Then Dave calls it a pretty severe motorcycle accident. So, I don't know, 6 broken bones, and some flesh was removed and reattached, and
How about this? The worst low-speed story I've heard in a while.
all right, 40 miles an hour, so give or take, I don't know. I got T-boned on my motorcycle by a car, so wasn't good, but slowly but surely making recovery, and I just want to say thank you to those that have expressed concern, sympathy, and well wishes and prayers. I appreciate all of that, and on the road to recovery, I got a ways to go, but at least I'm able to hobble my butt out here and get back to doing this again. So thank you all.
I think you need to hobble out here the way you've been held up.
Right? Yeah. Man, sitting in a recliner for a few hours a day is one thing, but being
All hours.
restricted to bed and or recliner, and that's your only world for weeks, that sucks. So good to be back. All right.
Well, you're up.
I'm up.
By the way.
I'm up. I thought you were up.
You have one more, sir. So
Oh, okay. I'll just, how about I just pick something here?
sure. Story roulette.
Story roulette. So, sorry, we're a little out of practice. It's been a couple weeks. All right, I'm just going to start off with this then. So, you guys are all familiar with the Gerlett estate and that case. Pereira is the defendant in that case. She was wanting to get paid for her work selling off the items in the estate, it appears, and which was stolen property. But anyway, fortunately, our local judicial system prevailed, and Judge Kreitzer denied her payment for selling stuff that she took from that estate. But she has had the audacity to go to Salem, to the Oregon Court of Appeals, to try to get that overturned. So that kind of tells you the type of person they are dealing with in this case, that first off is more than happy to try to steal a stolen woman's estate, and then has the audacity, when that doesn't work out, to try to get paid for selling her belongings. Can't make it up. It's despicable is the word that comes to mind. But soulless, I don't know. There's a few adjectives you can use there.
It's kind of like when somebody takes away somebody's food stamps. I guess they're trying to. I need my food, and so she just.
Oh, well, maybe her food stamps got taken too. I don't know.
I'm just saying it's the last.
It's
Probably may not be the last straw, but it's one of the. I don't know, falling down that cliff and you're trying to grab something.
Well, hopefully, if justice is served properly, she'll have free food and accommodations down the road. We'll just go with that.
3 meals daily.
3 hots in a cot. Anyway, all right. So I got my extra out of the way. It's your turn, sir.
All right, so I did clear this, but I just wanted to give a shout out to Justin and his whole family from Whiskey Bent Saloon. Dude has had a rough time since he's transplanted here. So won't get into specifics, but they were up in Portland for I'll say close to a week. Something happened with their kid, and he's at the
OHSU?
yeah. Sorry, I just blanked on it. So yeah, he's incurred expenses, and he was, I believe, taking donations, or they were given donations. Anyway, he just wants to give a strong thank you to the whole community for the help out, and just prayers, thoughts, donations, and hopefully a quick recovery for the kid in that situation. So shout out to him and his family. Um, well wishes for sure.
Yeah, if you haven't met Justin and his wife, they're great people. Um, Nothing else, just go down to Whiskey Bent and have a cocktail or dinner or both, and show your support. Really good folks. He's poured a lot into getting this business going here in town, and he's doing a great job. So show him some love. We're thinking about you, Justin.
Got me on food again. Not to mention the Scratch Kitchen, his beans and all his side, let alone the fresh cuts of meat he has. He does it right. Sorry.
No. It's
It's dinner time.
quality, quality food and quality cocktails. So some idiot kid decided that he was going to threaten to shoot up Ponderosa School on Friday, September 5th, this last Friday. And I don't know what's wrong with society, what's wrong with parents that are raising kids like this, what's wrong with kids that think this is something to do. Man, I can't imagine trying to raise a kid now and being a decent parent and raising a kid and having to deal with kids like this that think like something like that's an okay thing to do, especially all that's going on in the world. And I would love to see mandatory sentences. I don't care if you're 9, 13, 18, whatever. I would say that you threaten to shoot up a school, you got to go away for at least a year. There ought to be a mandatory sentence. And I would think that the parents should be investigated too. I'm not blaming all parents. Some kids are independent. They think on their own sometimes. But there's something that's got to be going on to make them think that it's okay to do something like that. And it's just not right. And this isn't a local law enforcement thing. This is a state or a federal thing. But there really should be a mandatory sentence for that.
I always think of the movie Friday when stuff like this comes up, because the dad wasn't Ice Cube at the time. It was his dad. When he finds the gun on Craig, he's like, Craig, go out and fight like a man. Be a man, and either, hop along tomorrow, and there's tomorrow after that.
Right.
It's, and that's young. That's junior high. So what?
Right.
11, 12-ish? That's
13, maybe 14 at the oldest. That's still
that's scary.
you got your whole life ahead of you at that point, and picking a permanent solution for a temporary problem. It's always been one of my favorite phrases, but that's exactly what that is. And there doesn't seem to be enough value placed on life anymore. I don't know where that stems from. I'm not going to point fingers at video games or Hollywood. I think that stems from the home more than anywhere. So if you got little ones, young ones still in school, hold them close. Be aware. I can't say take them out of school. I can't say I'm against homeschooling. More and more, I think it's not such a bad thing. But the flip side of that is so many social skills are developed in school, and I think it serves a purpose to a developing young person. So I don't know what the answer is outside of get rid of them. If they're making threats like that, send them to, therapy, but get them out. They got to be out, and there's got to be repercussions. You can't just make a threat and you get, suspended for a month and you get to go back to school or whatever. No, they got to be removed from the social social class or whatever you want to call it, social
Construct.
environment,
Yeah.
and taught, fixed, for lack of a better way to put it, that's not the answer. But anyway, off my soapbox. Sorry.
All right. So in the realm of restaurant combo meals, I guess I don't. They never seem to work out. So yes, Klamath Falls supposedly, allegedly, is getting an IHOP, but it's not a standalone. So somehow they're gonna combo the Applebee's with the IHOP, which all right, then you
Applebee's.
I have apple bottom jeans with the boots with the waffle. I don't
Waffle.
I don't.
Furry waffle.
I guess I can see it because Applebee's wasn't I'll call it a strong breakfast restaurant.
No.
But then it never seems to work out. I feel sorry for the people like that work in the kitchen because now they got two separate menus running through their head. And
Wait, so it's going to be 2 in 1 building? They're not. I thought the way I thought they were building an Applebee's next to, adjacent in the parking lot but no, it's going to be what was Long John Silver's and A&W combo that you brought up? It's going to be like that.
that was here too. Yeah, so
Oh God.
it is now the Starbucks, but rewind that did open as A&W Long John Silver's, and then that collapsed pretty much after it opened, and then Fo Hong had it for days. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but as far because what I've read on it and the area up there ain't much real estate up there, especially for another. I'll just call it another size
Entity.
Applebee's.
Yeah.
I mean a larger. I would have to say the Applebee's is larger than like Falls Tap House, so I don't see room up there unless it goes into the Abbey's
Oh,
storefront. I guess there might. I don't know where.
you have to see
I
how this
heard it
pans
was
out,
a
huh?
combo.
Oh God.
I don't.
You know.
Anyway, so more breakfast opportunities for you, I guess.
I think I'd rather go to Casey's or Starvin' Marvin's or Waffle Hut or any of our
Right.
locally owned establishments and try the. I'm not against IHOP. I've eaten many breakfast at IHOP over the years. However, do we need it? Well, you know what? IHOP should take over Denny's.
Now that's an idea because
Is that-
I have not been in there in a minute because the storefront. Just driving
That building
by,
needs to be burned down.
just driving by that place scares me. I mean,
Nothing against the employees. I've eaten a lot of meals in that place too. But good God, it's obvious that the owners of that property just don't care. So
I would say there's better options, but hey, who knows? Maybe it'll work out.
yeah, sure. We'll see.
Maybe the IHOP Applebee's will spread across the country now. Anyway,
All right. Where are we at? Jury summons. Yeah. So, if you are not aware, there are fake calls going out claiming to be Klamath County Sheriff's Office, stating that you missed a grand jury summons, and there is now an open warrant for you, and that you need to pay bail over the phone. You know, I can't believe that scams like this even work anymore. I think people are just so saturated with crap like this. Most of us, I think very young or the elderly, will probably be at risk of falling for it. So just be aware if you get a call from a captain or anybody claiming to be Klamath County Sheriff's Office saying that you missed the summons and that you now have to post bail, don't do it. They will not do that over the phone. Nobody collects money over the phone anymore. So, well, I guess there's a few, but I don't pay anybody that's calling that claims that I owe them money. So just something to be aware of, that the sheriff's office is not calling you, telling you missed the summons.
Well, that might be a little bit more tricky too, because I don't have an aunt in Uganda that I need to send money to. But when people use like local terms, like Klamath County Sheriff,
Yeah.
summons, especially anything jail, I kind of see that happening. So yeah, don't.
I do have $43 million still coming from a prince in Zimbabwe, but
Oh, is it some? Okay, mine's always
it's
Uganda, but
checks in the mail.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right.
You, sir.
Oh yeah. So Kotex, I call her Kotex. I don't even know her name. Kotex might get her way. So she proposed. We covered this when it went out, but a 2% gas hike. This is for roads now. I forget what they call it, but it's a whole. I'll call it an automobile bill because it's gas, it's registration fees going up, it's your title fees, and it's not 2% on gas is a lot, and it's not gonna stop, y'all. We just had our roads chip sealed pretty much scattered everywhere. Where they didn't hit last year, their road chip sealing this year again. And on a scale of road maintenance, I'll call it, that is the bare minimum of fixing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, they have big, I don't know what they call it, road eaters that eat the asphalt up down to a certain level, pick it up, and it goes down in the thing and remelts it, and then they put it back down, and then they smooth it all back. That is I would say, the proper way of fixing a road.
Yeah.
Not.
Or like they do on Crater Lake Parkway, and they just fill in the tire tracks with extra pavement, and then it falls apart within a year. So yeah,
This tax hike, so it did pass the House, and there's a couple more steps until it becomes a higher price tag at the gas pump, and I hope
our registration is doubling. Sales tax or payroll tax is doubling. And some idiot, I forget, up north, Multnomah County or something, is like, oh, well, it's only going from 1% to 2% or whatever it is. A tax hike is a tax hike. People are struggling. It's expensive. Oregon used to be a desirable state to move to. I mean, I know this because I was one that moved here to get away from exactly what's going on. But yeah, our budget is $137 billion. $137 billion.
B
With a B, like, yeah.
Gotcha.
Like bureaucracy over 2 years, which is more states' gross domestic product. They are wasting $62 billion. You mind if I run some numbers? I know it's your story.
No, go ahead.
Okay. I've got nothing to do with sitting in a recliner all day. I'll look at stuff. So. All right. So $62 billion goes to human services. Majority of that is for bureaucratic overhead, lining people's pockets. $23 billion goes to education, but we have one of the worst records for education in the country. $19 billion for administration and bureaucracy, 14% of the entire budget. In addition to the $62 billion for human services, so that's 62, 72, $81 billion. That is just, of all of that $82 billion, $7 billion goes to actual roads and transportation. Out of $82 billion, seven makes it to the roads.
Well, and see, this is how the bills work. I mean, they write it up as a road bill or a road maintenance bill, but they're lining their pockets somewhere for something else. And it's not a long-term fix because once you set that into play, you're stuck with that until the next hike they do.
Yeah, because they're never going to decrease.
No.
Taxes don't go down.
No.
So they are now killing 470,000 barred owls because they're a threat to spotted owls. But first, they killed the timber industry that was the home for the barred owls that weren't bothering the spotted owls, which I don't think I've ever seen either. Well, I've seen a barred owl. It's just one train wreck after another. There is a petition going around the state. Keep your eyes open to our sites. Carrie McQuiston, McQuisten. She's on Facebook, and if you are interested in signing a recall for Kotek, whatever you call her, you can follow along on Carrie's site and see where you could go to sign the petition for recall. So I'm sorry, man. I don't care what side of the aisle you're on. We don't need more taxes. We need more responsibility.
Well, and coming from Texas for a minute, it's such a difference because there was none, and I will repeat, zero state taxes taken out of my paycheck. None. Now, they do run sales tax, which that's your own doing at that point, as far as I'm concerned. You go, and buy, it's a horrible example, a CD for $20. That CD is not $20. That CD is now, I'll call it $24 because of sales tax, but you're willing to purchase that CD, and that's it. You're done.
Yeah.
You're done. And the reason I brought up the asphalt thing is that's all they did in Texas. So somehow,
without a state sales tax.
State
income tax.
State income tax, yeah. Without a state income tax, somehow they can repair roads the correct way. Schools had brand new buses with LED lights and stop signs and all the new stuff.
Something built in the 2000s?
Yeah, so this is not the answer.
It never is.
Anyway.
Yeah. All right, one more story, and then I'm probably going to have to move along because I can't feel my foot anymore.
Gimp along. Oh.
Gimp along, thanks. Just a quick thing. The 2025 Rural Business Expo is September 24th here at the Klamath County Fairgrounds at Lindman Hall. And it sounds like if you're a local business owner, interested in starting a business, they have knowledge in topics like digital marketing, employee recruitment, nonprofit board services, and other classes. Each workshop is $25. It goes from 9 to 5. And if you would like to register, you can contact them at 541-884-5193, and they can provide you more information and get you registered for workshops that you find of interest. That's it. That was an easy one.
Wow. Oh,
but I would like to go to that, but unfortunately I'm going to have to, there's a few things coming up I'm going to have to skip out on still. So, yeah, but kind of cool that they're doing that here in town.
I have not heard such a thing here before, so
yeah. Cool. Anything to promote local business, I'm all for. So, and aside from that, sir.
Yeah, your wife's yelling at you, and Bill says it's time to go. So,
yeah, Bill says I'm oozing on the floor or something gross. So, better wrap her up.
Well, thank you guys.
Yeah,
good to be back.
It is
for all the likes and subscribes. Did you know we were up to 18,000 views?
Really?
Yeah.
We're almost famous,
right?
Yeah.
Anyway,
yeah, but yeah, we're far from done. We'll keep this thing going, and thank you for those that reached out via text message, email, comments on Facebook, and that, with your well wishes. Very, very much appreciated. So thank you.